I don't want to get stuff all over it.
Go. We are now live.
Hey, yo. Thank you for your patience. Sorry we're late. It's really bad. I'm really mad because we have to get through this real quick because we have a meeting here in about less than an hour.
Yeah,
And you set your alarm, right? So we're not late for that.
I believe so.
I was up last night. I don't know what happened. I woke up at 3 o'clock. I used the bathroom and I just tossed and turned the whole night. And then the dogs finally woke me up around 6:30 or so.
Wow.
And then I was just finishing up making lunch right now. And then, like I said, then we have a meeting to get to right after this. For those of y'all, speaking of which, those of y'all that participated in the Hungry Horde gift exchange for Elster, check your emails. Let us know right now if you did not get your email. Because we're going to go, we'll do a group live on that at 2 p.m. Later today. Here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just let us know if you didn't get that email. Of course, to get the email, you had to be a participant with the gift exchange.
Yeah. All right. Well, tell everybody what you're eating.
We got some air fryer wings and a couple of pickle spares, and then she made some homemade
Blue cheese dressing.
Yeah, and it's really cool, y'all. She got a big old hunk of blue cheese.
Well, it's technically Stilton.
Yeah, okay. Same thing, though.
Yeah.
But she got it on sale, and she's like, hey, let's just make our own. I said, oh, that sounds amazing, actually.
Right? And we have the sour cream to use up.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
I need a knife. Oh, well. I got a little tail on this pickle.
So, what is this that we're live for?
Okay, this is MS Journey week 207. I need you to do me a favor. Right to your right, I have an extra napkin right there on your shelf.
Okay.
But yeah, this is an update. I got some good news and some bad news with this. I told y'all last week that I had some exciting news coming out this week. I was scheduled. Okay, well, first, I'm sorry. My neurologist scheduled me or prescribed me to go see a physical therapist. Well, the one that was in their network with that hospital, they're just way too proud of the price.
Oh my gosh.
So Shelly, being my little Miss penny pincher, thankfully found us a lot cheaper deal. And what's really cool about this too, it's actually an in-home health. So that means that a therapist would come visit me in the house. And this morning I was supposed to get my first evaluation with them. And we was going to check over everything, see how we proceed. And then also he was going to look and see what all equipment he needs to bring with him for the next visit.
Mm-hmm.
But that sounds great. That's awesome. I was so excited about it because I was hoping I could report back to y'all because he's supposed to be here this morning at 9 a.m. And he's scheduled for like a 45-minute visit. So I was hoping I could do that and report back to y'all this afternoon. But then I got a text last night and an email and another text and another email. They had to cancel me. He had a family emergency come up, so he had to cancel it.
These are spicy.
Yeah. Because we dusted these with the Slap Your Mamas.
So you didn't get to do your physical therapy evaluation,
right.
But what are you going to be doing until we are able to get an appointment?
I spoke about it last week too. DDPY also has a section he just added in for physical therapy, and it's 5-part exercises specifically for the knee. I've already scheduled it in here. I talked it over with Shelly. She made it, or what do you call it? Advised me to probably need to work it in between all my other ones. Because then I was watching it this morning, I was watching the introduction to it, and they were recommending I do it as a supplement included to the physical therapy with with an actual therapist, and then still try and do it at least 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm setting myself up for that. Okay, this is trash.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
And I just have a bucket over here with a baggie in it to make it easy cleanup.
Right. All right. Well, what other updates in regards to your MS?
Status quo, basically. That's it. Honestly, that's all that's going on. That's the only thing I remember, anyways. I still having problems with my eye. I don't know if y'all can tell right now. She right before we went live, she also put a couple of drops in it for me. But I mean, and actually, that's the other thing. Yeah, I remember now.
Oh.
I have been having some trouble with the eye, like especially because I work on the computer all day long. Was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday.
It was Friday.
Friday.
Yesterday you didn't say anything.
Yeah. Yesterday, Friday, almost most of the day went perfect. Then near the end of the shift was about an hour or two before I was scheduled to get off, about an
1
hour.
hour.
All of a sudden, everything went really hazy. It's almost, the only way I can describe it is like a TV that wasn't tuned in just right to the channel. And then it was either the screen or even when I was looking at my phone was even messed up. And y'all know how in the past I've had to wear a eye patch. She recommended I try that too. I tried on the left and the right eye. In fact, I was even thinking about using it on my thumbnail, but I look silly in it. But
Anyhow.
so we scheduled me an appointment. It was going to be the 31st, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go see an eye doctor just to see if there's anything wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's the other thing I was going to show y'all too. Y'all see me wearing...
But 1 second before you move on. But yesterday you didn't have any complaints about your eyes.
No, not at all.
So maybe it's because, we got a little lax on the eye drops.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think Friday you'd had any eye drops at all that day.
Okay.
So I wonder if that's what did it.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Y'all see me wearing my flannels because it's hot in this house and we're too
cold in this house?
Yeah, I'm saying it's cold and we're too proud. We're penny pinchers and we don't want to turn the heater on because I just hate the way it feels anyways. So I just wear jeans and a flannel. But then the one I was wearing, I had dripped some food on it, so I need to wash it. And that one was a 7X. Well, I was digging around the closet and I actually found this one. I forgot I had it. And it's only a 5X. So I think it fits me a lot better.
Well, yeah,
the only problem that I have is the sleeve's a little shorter.
The other one, you could almost wrap all the way around you twice.
And I found another jacket, too. And I think it still fits fairly well, too. Because, you like them a little bigger anyways, because you can put it, like, over this flannel and a T-shirt.
Well, yeah.
I think I got something in my pocket, though.
Mm.
Yeah. Because we're going to need that here in a minute.
Oh. All right. Well, then any questions that y'all have, please post those and then we'll read some comments. Yeah. I see 22 Cute Cat is here. She said, just hoping for a dusting of snow for Christmas is all I wanted. Let's not get all crazy here with feet of snow, right? Yeah, that wouldn't be any fun.
The way I like to enjoy the snow is on TV. Or maybe a little snow globe.
And I see also Shauna is here. And Rickwin is here. And Rickwin says, we have a big heat wave of 47, but the wind is blowing in from the north, and the wind chill makes it so you don't want to stay out long. Wow.
That's a part of the problem, too, why we were late.
Oh?
She found me a package of pork chops on sale the other day, so I was going to have those for my lunch this week. And then I was like, I'm just craving wings. I love wings. So I was like, you know what? I can set them all up, cook them all at the same time on the smoker.
I don't know.
Whatever reason, my smoker wouldn't fire off today. So at Mad Dash, we threw these in the air fryer at the last minute.
Well, it says it's 57 right now here, and it's supposed to get up to 63 today. And then tomorrow we're back in the 70s for the whole week.
Hopefully tomorrow I can wear my shorts again.
Yeah, because we're going to be in the 70s all week long. Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon. Howdy. She said, I'm a California girl. Give me overcast and cold for Christmas. Snow is overrated.
Yes.
Right. I have no idea because I've never had a white Christmas. Oh, Shauna said, hey, she was up at 3 a.m. too.
I saw that because I was telling her when I tuned into Dustin's earlier, Shauna was in there. That really surprised me. Because if he goes to 6:30 Central, what time is that for Shauna? 2?
That'd be like 4:30.
Wow.
Well, I was so asleep. He even had to wake me up at 11, and I still didn't want to get out of bed. Toy Tiki Cat said the contacts are back for Shelly.
Yeah. She went and picked them up yesterday, I think, right?
Yeah, I went yesterday, so this is my trial pair, which I get for free. And it's the Bosch and Lam Ultra, so they're good for a month. And I did take them out. I almost forgot, though, last night. I did take them out. So she wants me to wear them this week, and then next Saturday I go back, and just to check up and tell her, okay, how did they feel all week long? And, is that like, are these the ones I want? And then I could just go next door and pick up like, a couple boxes from Sam's. So we'll see how it goes. So far, so good, I think. I figured it feels like these, because the last pair I had were the optic and for astigmatism, because I do have that. But it seems like these are bigger and thicker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they feel a little thicker and they seem like they're bigger. Like, circumference is bigger than the other pair. But it's like I was wearing my glasses. And yeah, with my glasses, now those glasses I think are like 3 years, maybe 4 years old. My prescription is still the same, but it seems like with the glasses, I have to do a lot more of like changing where I look, like doing the 40s thing. But I've noticed with my contacts, I'm not having to do that. Like I could just read this and I'm not having to like squint or anything with it. So I think that's why I kind of stopped wearing
Your glasses?
my glasses, is because sometimes it's a little hard to read up close. Sharon said she got hers also.
Her what?
Um,
Her email.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So yeah, and honestly, part of the reason why we're doing it here this quick is for Sharon. We're specifically doing it for you because we love you that much. You said it works best for your schedule. Well, that's what we like to do also. With a couple of other y'all's that we always try and do the monthly cook along. We do it on their schedule,
which is next Saturday, the 28th, and I have not sent those emails out yet. So sorry.
We love doing it on y'all's schedule, doing all this kind of stuff on y'all's schedule. Because y'all are the lifeblood for this channel. So we just appreciate y'all so much. We love you.
Well, and also I feel like the Elfster and our separate club, it isn't for us. It's our appreciation for y'all. So we want to try to make it as convenient and accessible for as many of you as possible, because that's what it's about. It's not about us, it's about you. So we want to make sure y'all can attend. Oh, strange. Lisa's here, said, howdy, y'all. I'm meal prepping. Ooh, what you meal prepping?
Howdy, Lisa. It's been a while since we spoke with her. If I move the bowl closer to us, would it be on camera, though?
Probably. This is that habanero hot sauce he got
for Christmas. Santa got me.
I'm just putting a little bit on there. And then we get a little bit of this blue cheese dressing I made, or Stilton cheese.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know wings are the most sexy thing to watch somebody eat. I was really hoping to have this done before we went live.
Rickwood said, I was looking at my electric bill yesterday. It has doubled for the month.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. I think it's time to go to the Florida Keys where there's an ocean of warmer weather. Laugh out loud. Wow. Oh, my gosh, Rickwood. I guess that's one of the things with being down here. Our highest electric bill is always in the summer, when it's 5 million degrees outside. And during the winter time, typically have lower bills because it's like most of the time it's in that temperature where it's not too hot to turn the AC on, but yet it's not cold enough for the full-on heater. So most of the time we get away with just like a little space heater like we have right now. And so we end up using a lot less.
And then she actually got me one the other day. It's like smaller than this yogurt container. It sits right up underneath my, right beside me on my desk. It's perfect.
Just Jason Keto Force here. Hey, Jason. Say good afternoon. What's up?
What's your weather like right now, Jason?
And TweetQ Cat said, oh, no, sorry, Heath.
Oh, well,
and Shauna said, oh, that's a bummer, Heath.
I know. But, I mean, they said it. I hope it actually is. I don't know how I hate saying that. if he has a medical emergency for a family member, I hope everything works out for him.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Laura S., hey, welcome.
Howdy.
She said, oh no, that's disappointing. Oh no. And Raymond said, well, dang, Heath, hopefully you can start after Christmas.
Didn't they have something for the New Year? There's a thing that said, send me a text to reschedule, but I can't remember.
No,
Shelly was trying to handle it for a while I was at work.
Yeah, because Heath was working yesterday. So
I'm stuck to the phone all day at work. She was at work also, but at least she has a little more leeway.
No, I wasn't at work.
It was
yesterday.
Saturday. Well, I know that sometimes you do help me with stuff like that while you're at work. You have a little more freedom to do it with yours because you're not always stuck to the phone. I mean, occasionally you are, but not every day like I am.
So I called him yesterday, and he said, well, unfortunately, since basically there's only, 2 weeks left of the end of the year, he said a lot of people because the company does take insurance, but we have a high deductible plan. But he said a lot of people who either have met their deductibles or their insurance gives them so many free, try to get them all in before the beginning of the year. He said, so they're basically booked out through the end of the year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he said, but what he did is he put out what's called a broadcast. So all of the physical therapists in the area, they could see what times he's available and days that Heath is available. So we went day by day, what hours Heath would be available. And they put it out there. So if any physical therapist in the area is like, you know what? Yeah, I can see him. And what they'll do is they'll put in basically like a bid and they'll say, for example, okay, I can see him Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And then they'll send you a text. You fill out basically like this acceptance and information thing.
You confirm it all.
And then it gets confirmed. But he said, however, if nothing happens by the end of the month, they call again. He said, so usually what happens in January, there's tons of openings because then people aren't trying to meet their deductible or their time for the year. So we'll see.
That makes sense. I mean, it is time of the year. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I mean, I understand scheduling.
Yeah.
It's just kind of about it.
I know. We were so excited. And it seemed like it took so long to get information from the hospital that the doctor referred you to. And
we're really mad about that part. I found it finally. I have it actually written down. They sent me a text or a email and a text message about it. That I need a neurophysical therapist because my condition is neurological. Well, I went to schedule that, and they told me, oh, the place that's right around the corner from us basically replied back to me and told me they can't do it. They don't have a neuro area. So they transferred me to another place. And they said they don't have a neuro either, and sent me over to my actual hospital. So I was just running around. That was annoying.
And then when he finally got it and talked to his doctor's office again, they're like, no, you don't have to have neuro, just see a physical therapist. And then when he called back, then they were like, okay, they got him scheduled. Then they called and they were like, hey, let me go over the pricing because you haven't met your deductible for the year. It was going to be, what was it, $400?
For the initial.
Yeah.
Well, if you want the exact cost, we just pull up our chat. But.
Yeah, it was like $400 for the initial, and then it would be like $275 each visit.
Whereas this company was $125 initial. I don't remember how much it is.
$125. That's
way.
The flat fee. Yeah.
And they come to me. That's even better.
Yeah. So that's good.
I was really excited because I do Sunday morning. But when you talk to them, did you even find out anything? Do you know? Do we have to look it up? But do they even do evenings? And if they do, how late in the evening though?
They go until 9:30.
Wow. I was just asking because I don't get off work till 5:30.
Yeah. So when we gave him the schedule, when we went through each day for the broadcast, we put on your working days that you would be available from 6 to 9:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
And then on your off days all day.
Awesome. You want any more of this pickle, or you haven't had any of it?
Sharon said, good news is that you're on his schedule to begin with the therapy.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully.
And I get the DDPY part also.
Mm-hmm. And Sharon said, end of the day could also be eye fatigue.
Right. That's true, too.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's something like that. And, or his eye, the fatigue, or it's just getting too dried out.
Well, I know a lot of problems, too. Like if I'm leaning over, it starts draining more, too. I'm going to tell them that at the eye doctor also.
Yeah.
Like when I was messing with the pellet, because what I did is I have a pellet smoker, and I set it up to preheat and ignite and everything. It started running, but I noticed I was a little less than half full, so I added more pellets to it. It seemed like as soon as I added all the pellets, it shut it off. I don't know what's going on with it.
Sometimes that's happened when it's gotten blocked before.
Yeah, I have to clean it out. I just didn't have the time to mess with it today. I wanted to get the food started and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll play with it later, but I don't know where I was going with this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Laura said, that's great. You're going to the eye doctor. I know. And again, because it's the end of the year, I had to call, 4 or 5 different eye doctors until I found one that had an opening available.
Now, I think, honestly, the last time I've been to an eye doctor was right before I was diagnosed with MS. Mm-hmm. That's what led me to getting diagnosed. Because I went to the eye doctor, and they told me there's nothing wrong with my eyes. My wife is right. There's something wrong with my head.
Yeah.
You want any more of these before I eat them all?
No, go ahead. Rickwood said, I was going to ask about your eye heat. See, the eye doctor is a good idea. That eliminates any problems that may exist. How often do you do your eye drops? Maybe more a day.
Yeah, sometimes we do it. Sometimes when I'm on top of things, I do it like 2, maybe 3 times.
He does it when he asks me to do it because he refuses to do it himself.
I'll hurt myself. I'm not smart enough.
Oh,
shoot. Here, grab one here. And there's one beside you, too.
Yeah, I'll just use this one.
Because all these towels fixing to get washed anyways, because I have a load in the wash that needs to go into. I'm so sorry.
We'll tie that on there. Well, I guess you can't. But yeah, he refused to do the eye drops himself, so he has to.
I need my nurse to do it.
I'm not a nurse.
Yeah, you are. You're
a
beautiful nurse.
I'm not a nurse. So then he waits till I can do it, and then he comes and asks me to do it. And then I'll put a few drops in his eyes, and then we'll, try to do it again later on. Like we did it right before the live. But some days when he's working, because I go to work before him, and so a lot of times he doesn't ask me in the morning. And then when he goes to lunch, I haven't been, I go at a different time for lunch, especially like this past week and this coming week, I'm going to be on wires. So I just don't feel like it's good of me to go to lunch until after 1:30 p.m. because like there was one day that there was one wire and we kept going back and forth with Treasury until about 2 p.m. So, so I feel like, well, I can't just walk away, especially when he goes to lunch from 12 to 1 is the busiest time for wires. To receive a wire is 1 p.m. So a lot of people, this drives me crazy. 5 minutes before 1, they send in a wire hoping that it'll get done that day. And then they get mad because they're like, well, I sent it before cutoff. But it's like, well, there's no guarantee. Most of them will get done before if we receive it before 1 p.m., but there's no guarantee. So then it's like, but that last hour leading up to that, I am like working so hard trying to get them in and get them to wherever they need to go as quick as possible that it doesn't, I just feel like I can't just walk away even for 5-10 minutes because that's time kind of wasted.
I don't understand people either, though. I sent it in before, but you're not complimenting. You're not even thinking about the fact there may be a list, a docket on before you, though. You're still in the middle of working on. You can't just drop everything you got just because they sent it in right now. I just don't understand people.
I don't either. Or that they get mad, and that's why they're like, well, we don't guarantee. Mm-hmm. We just say it'll get done, and then some of them will be like, well, I don't want to pay the wire fee. And it's like,
well, so what?
Oh, well. But anyways, yeah,
I don't want to pay my taxes, but here we are.
But anyways, so we have to, we do need to get a little bit better on that, or he can learn to do it himself. 22Q Cat said, I get it. I wish I didn't have to turn my furnace on either. I'd be a frozen ice cube. Right, Lynn? Because you really don't like it cold.
In fact, a couple years ago when it got so cold, instead of turning the heater up, we just went and bought firewood.
Right. Shada said 4:30 a.m. That's what time it is for her.
That's ouch. Sorry about that.
Rickwood said, I can tell how cold the house is by where the dogs are sleeping. If they choose the dog bed in front of the heat grate, then it's cold. If they sleep in the dog bed 5 feet away from there, then warm.
That's awesome.
That's great. 22Q Cat said, our pipes froze a few times when I was a kid. I remember having to keep a stream of water running. They would sometimes freeze anyway. Oh, we know.
We've done that before now.
Rickwood
and then
said,
also we opened the cabinet also.
Yeah. Rickwood said, our pipes would freeze up a lot. When I was growing up, I had the pipes wrapped with a special heating tape. On Mother's house, the basement of Georgia doesn't get that cold. Wow. Yeah, we bought now, which I think is really cool, is they have these warming pipe wraps. And what it is it's electrical. You plug it in and you wrap it, and you can buy different lengths of them.
It's almost like an extension cord. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and you wrap it around the pipes, and they have like a smart sensor. So if the pipe gets below, I think like 40 degrees, then it will turn on and start warming the pipes up. And it does that. So we have those in our garage, because there's no real insulation in the garage, and there's some exposed pipes going from the water heater up into the garage ceiling. So we have those wrapped so that then hopefully that won't freeze up right there.
Is that the alarm?
Yeah, 30-minute reminder.
Oh, okay.
22 Cat said, yeah, my cat acts like there's no heat in my house. He hogs the electric blanket at every opportunity all winter long. He does have a thick winter coat. I do not share. Right? I do not share. Right? He's like, I need it.
Another way we know it's getting cold here, Sam and Delilah start snuggling. And Delilah doesn't like him per se, but she tolerates him.
My cat Bud would love feeling all superior, right?
And it's so cute too. She'll try and play with him all the time, but if we see her doing it, she won't.
Oh yeah. As soon as she notices I'm noticing them, then she's all like, I don't like you. Rickwood said, it's funny watching them. I would expect Basil to bark, but no, he can't figure out what's going on. George is more interested in getting fed. Any other dog and he disappears. Oh, wow. Oh, Rickwood said, when you lean over a lot, it does put pressure on your eye.
Okay.
And Shauna said, be right back. Need to meet the Instacart guy.
Awesome.
Laura S. said, I called my eye doctor a month ago, and as soon as I get in is the first week of January. Crazy. Yeah, it really is. So I feel like I was fortunate enough to get my eye appointment when I did.
Right.
And
both of them, actually.
Yeah, and I feel like she's really thorough.
Mm-hmm.
And like she even told me when I went yesterday, it was real quick. And she was just like, yeah, if the contacts are working really well for you, then next week's appointment will only take 5 minutes.
Awesome.
And she goes, but if you are having trouble with them, if they're not feeling good, then it'll take longer, because we'll have to figure out what would work better. But yeah, I think for us, I've never been particular with an eye doctor. But of course, I know we live in a big city, so there's a lot more options here.
Right.
So I'm with insurance now. I've had the same insurance now for 3 years, so I can basically go to any Costco or Sam's. Their optometrist is usually covered under my plan. Heath has a different plan, and it didn't look like he could go to those doctors. So
in plan, or what do they call it? What do they call it? In network.
Right. He'd go to Target, but Target had no openings for the rest of the year.
They're kind of bougie anyways.
Right. Target. And then so I called some local ones, and there's one, I think it was like 3 miles away, and they're the ones who had an opening on the 31st. Yeah. But it is.
I have a favorite grocery store.
Sharon said, Heath, when you are here, I'll show you an easy way to do your drops by yourself.
Well, hopefully I'll be better by then, but yes, thank you.
Thank you. I mean, I tried to show him how I do it, but
then I get all close and personal with her, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think, honestly, y'all, I think it's a man thing.
Probably.
It's not a Heath thing. It's a man thing.
A man.
He's a man and can't do it himself. And Shada is a mobile. Sharon said you could also have a slight sinus infection or even allergies. Both can put pressure on the tear ducts, causing the watering of your eyes.
Yes, that makes more sense too, because it is that time of year. My nose has been running a lot.
So it could be. But we have noticed that we looked up and they were saying if you think you have a blocked tear duct, you kind of gently massage the corner down your nose. And that's supposed to help like loosen that there and clear it. And then, but he said, like, I tried the drops at first. I was like, well, we'll just see, because I have tons of this stuff since I wear contacts. And you said, like, when I do the drops, you said it immediately, it feels better. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have that problem anymore. So
I just need to do them more often.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell the eye doctor about it too.
Yeah. Well, they might even be able to,
prescribe or something.
Well, or at least recommend. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting close.
No, like I said, I want to clear all this up out of the way so we can open presents.
Yeah. But allergies makes a lot of sense.
I really think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's this time of year. My whole life, as long as I can remember at least, I've always had problems with my eyes. Not only my eyes, but my allergies this time of year.
What do you take for allergies? Is that the Claritin stuff?
Mine was always Dayquil and NyQuil. Remember, I used to live by that stuff.
I know. But does Claritin also help?
And I really feel like I inherited it because my dad had it real bad growing up as well. And my other two younger brothers didn't really have it as bad. But my dad's the one that taught me. You take a washcloth, you dampen it up, and you fold it up, and then just lay it over your eyes, and just lay on your back or sit in a dark room. Don't watch TV, nothing. Just turn the lights out, just sit and leave it with a damp white on your eyes. That helps clear it up. And that has always helped with you.
Rick would say a lot of people are using up their medical benefits before the end of the year instead of doing it during the year. They wait till the end of December. Right. Yes, they do. That's why I was
yeah, by the way, I got this. I got to use.
Well, and I've noticed too, like my company and your company also put out little bulletins and reminders. True. Hey, everybody, don't forget, you got to use up your FSA. You got to, make sure you get your dental and eye appointments done for the year. And then, so a lot of people are like, oh, yeah. So.
Because then I think both of ours did a little challenges. And kind of like, if you can check off certain things on the checklist for living healthy or whatever, they actually give you bonuses and markdowns on different things. If you check off on the list, right? 6 minutes, is that what it said? 61 degrees. Okay.
Sharon said Zyrtec is what I take now. I like it better than Claritin. Okay. Oh, and you don't need a prescription for that,
that's over
right?
The counter, right?
That's just over the counter? Let's see.
But is that liquid or pills?
I think it's pills.
Because I hate the liquid and I hate the liquid gels. The gel pills, I like the regular standard pills.
Well, most of the liquid stuff has lots of sugars in it.
I know. That's another reason I don't like them.
Okay, here we go. Zyrtec. Zyrtec allergy cabinet. $20.
Yeah.
Oh, for 30 of them. Well, they have an HEB equivalent. Because this one has a coupon too, and it's half the price. 10 milligrams. I wonder if the HEB would work just as well.
Well, we get one package and we'll try
$3 off. 30 count. Oh, wow. So it'd only be $7 for the HEB equivalent.
Okay. Let's try it. I mean,
what
my MS pills are generic.
Right?
Why can't I take a generic for the eye doctor or the eye med?
Yeah, because that Zyrtec's so expensive. Sorry,
I'm not that bougie.
I mean, it says it's the same dosage, 10 milligrams. All right. Well, we'll see. $20.
You just try it and see.
Shauna said, okay, groceries unloaded. Everything takes forever still and wears me out.
I bet.
I'm sure, but you know what? That's fine. You do the best you can. There's no race, right? Sharon said, also, if you think it's allergies, you could try an OTC allergy drops. Those work well for me. Okay. And she said, yes, OTC pills. And she gets the generic at Sam's. Okay.
Look at that, too. That's even better.
And Shada gets the generic on Amazon. Oh. And Sharon said, same stuff, just generic, all the same. Okay. Well, then we'll try that HEB because it's only $7 with the coupon.
That's even better.
Rickwood said, okay, Heath, has your doctor ever talked to you about how MS with your eyes? Dr. Google mentions that it can cause blurred vision, dizziness, and problems.
He has told me, and I have done all that research myself, too.
Because the first time, you remember when you had a relapse,
it was. You
were having the eye problems. Yeah, that's why you got the patch.
You're right.
So we're hoping it's not MS related, right?
Right, I hope so. But that's the problem too, though, is my diagnosis of it. The actual full name of it is relapsing MS. Right. So this would be a relapse. I figure that's my layman terms. Trying to make sense of it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way though. But I'm just looking at.
Do you think it's related to your MS, or do you think it's related to allergies?
I think they're tied together. I'm thinking it's because I have MS, the stuff like that, like the allergies, it affects it more. You know what I'm saying? It like pronounces it, or
I see,
amplifies it. That's a better word.
Amplifies it. Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I said again, I'm not a doctor. That's just what my prognosis was on it.
Yeah. Because I do know that's the eye that was affected last time when you had a relapse. Right. But I don't remember it last time. It wasn't watering and stuff like that. It was just you could not see out of the eye.
Right.
So you're not having that this time. It's just watering.
Yes.
And your nose is running. So maybe if we get the allergy, so maybe we go tonight.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, start on it and see, and then you'll be able to know if it is that's then true. You'll be like, oh, okay, that's all it was, and it wasn't the MS, it was the allergy.
And that can also tell the eye doctor that too.
Well, right. And you could say, okay, this is what happened, but when I take the generic Zyrtec, then it hopefully goes away.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and then we can rule that out.
And thank you all for playing my I always don't know. I'm liking it to when the whole show House. How you had a whole like entourage helping him diagnose everybody. I feel like y'all are my entourage. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all so much.
Aww.
Thank you.
All right. Well, last couple minutes. Any other questions or thoughts
or diagnoses?
Until then, we're gonna close this, and then we'll go to our
gift exchange.
It's
almost like a treatment by committee.
Right. I'm so excited. Let's see here. Hungry Horde. Oh, that's the past. Oh, that is this one. Okay. Because then I have to bring it up so I can see.
Has anybody replied yet and told you that they don't have the email?
Nobody said anything.
Good. Because I just want to make sure if they want to attend, at least they have the opportunity to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want anybody to feel like they were left out.
Right. All right. And then again, I'm going to try to get it out today. It might not be till tomorrow, but if you're a channel member, the monthly cook along supper club, we can't figure out a name, is going to be this coming Saturday, the 28th at 6 p.m. Central Time. So just a heads up, so you can go ahead and mark it down on your calendar. So this Saturday, 28th, 6 p.m. Central, will be this month's supper club. And again, I'm going to try to get the email out tonight or tomorrow. And I'll be honest, what it is, the recipe, I've already recorded everything. And then after we ate on it for a couple of days, I was like, you know what? This would be better if I think if we did this. So today I'm making another batch and I'm going to add the other thing I was thinking of. So I want to edit the video to include that on there. And before we go real quick, why don't you get what I made last night? This short is coming out tonight. Y'all,
that's another thing too. I need to stand up. I've been noticing I need to stand up at least every hour. Or my legs get locked up.
The short's going to come out tonight. So y'all make sure you got notifications on. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and turn on all bell notifications. And then you'll see this tonight. I'm excited. We love these. Rickwood said, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It is starting Christmas Eve until after Christmas.
Well, I'm already up. I'm going to start clearing some of the stuff on the table.
And she said, time to ignore news and other things. Right? So here it is. Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Christmas. So here we go. What I made yesterday. Oh my gosh, you guys.
You need to have pulling out for me. I want the red ones.
This is the little that I made yesterday. And there's that alarm. I made it because my work sister, she makes them every year. And she does all different ones for Christmas and everything. So I took her recipe and keto-fied it. It's so easy and so delicious. I was like astonished at how good these are, y'all. So meringue cookies. All right, everybody's saying Merry Christmas back and forth. And Shauna said it got all blurry. No idea what she's eating. I know it started to slow down. I think it's because all right. Well, we'll let you go and see a lot of you in the Elfster exchange, but be looking tonight. Merry Christmas if we don't